Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Tolulope. To all my subscribers, I love you so much. And if you're new here, please do well to subscribe. Thank you so much. And forget about the color of the clothes I'm wearing. It's a good day today. Heads up, it's a good day. And so I'll be telling a short story. I don't know if it's short, but I'll be telling a story. You remember that video I made about crush? If you've not seen it, please go back and watch it. It's interesting. So I'll be telling you a story of how I was humiliated by my crush. I told you guys I had a lot of crushes, like I crushed people a lot. But this one, I was humiliated by him. So I'm like, let me just tell the story because it felt like I had in that crush video. It felt like I had good stories about my crush, but I'm just going to say this today. Okay, this thing happened a long time ago. Like I'm past that now. I mean, it's my past. But sometimes when I remember, I feel really bad for myself. Okay, before I entered the university, I did A-levels in Ibadan. Yeah, I did A-levels in Ibadan. And in that A-levels, we were not really much. It just started. So the numbers were few. And in my class, I was the second girl. We were just two girls in my class. In my combination, like in my combination. We do three courses. I don't worry about all those details. So we were just two girls there, and that time, I just left a very toxic relationship, and I'm like, no more love, like that thing that we do at love, like no more love. So the first day when I got there, I saw this guy. I actually liked him, but I'm not talking about him. Like he's not the one we're talking about today. So like that day, that padlock I used to lock in my heart was breaking already. It's not small. So I'm like, anything that happens. I mean, YOLO, we only live once. So we started the program. It was fun. The school was in General Gas in Ibadan, and the hostel was around Yano Church in Ibadan too. So the school has a shuttle. They shuttle us from the hostel to the school every day. So we're kind of like boarding house. We don't go out, like we were totally restricted. So we've been like that. They shuttle us to and fro. If you want to go to the supermarket, they will take you there to get those things. You get that kind of life. But me, I like an homebody, a homebody. I like to stay at home, so I was not even really bothered. And then there is no chapel in the hostel, so they take us to a church, Living Faith Church, Winners Chapel, in the Yano Church, very close to the hostel. So they take us there. They shuttle us there. We don't go ourselves together, kind of fun. And everybody, after the week's work on Sundays, we're always tired. Some people wake up very late, so we have to wait for everybody. Then they will not take us to the church. So and I was the only girl, like I said. So my seniors had already left, so I was the only girl in the hostel at that time. So I have this usual spot I stay in church. So I'm the only person, but I sit with those guys. So we just sit down together, we vibe. The church makes sense. We always dance and all that. We vibe and that's it. So first Sunday I was enjoying it. Second Sunday, like about the second week, they came to tell me that a new girl will be joining me. She's an Abuja babe. There are some places they will tell you some girls are from, and you already have the picture in their head. Especially when they say Lagos babe, this big girls you get. Then this one Abuja babe. In my head I'm like, these guys. And me, I don't have any friend. I'm not here. People that know me know me. It's only my face that's fine, that I always bank on. You get it. So that day I was happy, plus one in the room. I have someone to chat with and all that. So I prepared the room, I cleaned everywhere, I was ready. And when the girl came, she did not fall my hand. She's a big girl, proper Abuja big girl babe. So she came, let me just describe her. She's tall. She's like very tall. I don't know her height, but she's about maybe 6'1". I don't know. I'm not speculating. But she's tall. She's slim. She has big hands, like it's hefty. So I'm like, okay, I'm not intimidated. You're my friend. I like you. I'm not going to say her name. So she's fine. Forget it. So we got along. She was my friend. She turned sister. My family knows her. Like she's a very good person. So we got along a lot. So both of us, we go to church. We sit down together. And I told you I have a spot where I sit down in church. Yeah, we sit down together. And there was this day. I went to church. Like, we usually go early sometimes. So that day we went early. So we sat down. I sat down at the back, and later they told us to move to the front. We shall move to the front. Chapel was interesting. The church was interesting. We danced and everything. That day left too. And my friend, I told you she's around now, so we were together. So the next Sunday, that my friend, this Abuja babe, they don't rush. She like, you can't come and rush her. So she took her time to dress up and everything. So she eventually delayed us. So we didn't get to church very early. So we did not get to sit down together like we usually do. Those times when church is full and there's one space here, one space here, one space here, you guys have to sit down differently. So that's how it happened. Me, I sat down alone. Like, we all sat down. It's just scattered that day. So, and that place where I usually sit down, it's right in front of the choir. So the choir were ministering that Sunday. And I just looked, no man, I'm going to look at the choir to check them out. I just looked at the choir, Jesus. And I saw this guy, like, his hair is full. You remember my spec? I told you that cross with you. He has full hair. It's dark, and he wore this shirt. Like, these guys that they always put starch in their shirt, and the shirt will just stand like this. The guy, I did not see the front. It was just the back. I'm like, this guy has to be fine. And I was saying this short prayer in my mind, like, God, please let this face be as fine as the back. It's very important. You cannot just sway us with what you're wearing. You have to be fine as well. So I was really praying. So even that day, I can't even remember. I don't think I know what they preached in church that day, because I was sharp focusing on it. Just look back. You did not look back. I'm like, okay, no problem. So after service, I did not rush out the way I usually do. I stayed. I wanted to see him. Maybe he's going to pass. So he passed. And I'm like, God, this guy is fine. Forget that. Have you seen dark guys? Like, they are fine, tall, full hair, nice, everything. No. He has. So I was really happy, this guy, I already was crushing and everything. And I did not sit with my friend that day, so there was nobody to tell that, see that guy. So the guy left. I went back to the bus. I told my friend, babe, I saw this guy, he's so fine. I started described him. And my friend was like, no problem. All those friends that ginger you, she's like, don't worry, next week Sunday we will sit down with him. This, that. So I was like, oh yeah, so sure, I'm ready, all those kind of stuff. It was Sunday. She did not even delay us because she knew we had a plan. So she dressed up very early. Me too. I dressed up one kind. So I made sure my face, I told you, it's only my face I'm banking on. I made sure I was looking good that day. So, we went to church. We sat down at the back so that we were chilling for him to come. So he's going to sit down in an empty room so that we can, walk up to him and sit down beside him. My friend, she has brain. So we sat down at the back, and then after that, everybody moved to the front, welcome to church and everything like that. I've already seen the guy. My friend just told me, you have to look go. And she was behind me like, I'm your backbone, this, that. I'm saying, oh, shit, already. So we were going now. When we got there, the guy had like 2 extra space beside him. So my friend told me to sit down. So I sat beside him. And my friend sat beside him. I'm like, throughout the church, I'm like, that kind of thing. I was trying to can't you see me? You get that kind of thing. So I was doing all those paparazzi. So we were going on, everything. We were trying to listen. My friend was telling me, this guy is actually fine. I'm like, I know, I have eyes. What do you think? So I was really happy that day. There's this different joy that comes with you sitting down with your crush, next to your crush, and you have an agenda. Like, it's possible that you might ask for my number and all of that thing. So I was very happy. Then after someone, church is no more serious. Like, you can talk, you can do all those things. So he now said, he just stabbed me. I'm like, what? Like, my heart was leaping for joy. Like, oh shit, bing, 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 bing. But I had to compose myself. I'm like, sorry. Like, I can't remember, but I'm very sure I did like this. Sorry. And it was like, your friend. Let me call your friend. No, daddy, my heart almost stopped beating. Like, I'm like, I thought my hair had problem. I'm like, sorry, what did you say? She said, please, your friend, your friend. You know that song? Ayele you bossy oh. That was what came to my mind. Like what? Like I came here, oh, because of you, and you're telling me to come back. But you know, that's how life is. So I just said, okay, he's calling you. And I was like this, and they were talking. You know that kind of thing now. I was like this, and I'm back. Good. My friend was like, yes. My friend was looking at me like, she pressed her number, she gave it to me. I said, no problem. That day, church service, he spoiled it for me. I was just looking like, okay, we shall finish this church and we'll go. We shall left though. So no, in Winners Chapel, I don't know if it's all Winners Chapel or that church. There's this thing we do there. Maybe watchword. We all hold our hands and we say watchword and everything. Then you give like 5 people high five. I happened to, of course, he was saying beside me. I held his hand. In my mind, I'm like, let's just do this. That high five, I did not give him. Like, Isha did not talk. That one left like that. Isha went to the boss and everything. I didn't even say come to my friend because I did not talk. The girl was making jest of me that maybe I should give him. The girl said, I cannot give you the number. Oh, it's me that he likes. All this kind of thing. That's the story. That I don't even want to say anything for that because do you know both of them? They almost dated. That they had a teen. She went to his house. He came to my school to check up on her. She was not introducing me. This is my friend. Like I was supposed to be in that. I was supposed to be saying, this is my friend. But she was. No, that day, that story, I don't think I can forget it because it pained me to my marrow. But what can I do? Nothing. I don't want to say anything about the story again. So that was how it happened that day. I'm not sure, but I'm very sure that I probably did not eat well that day or I cried. See, girls, ladies, if you like that guy, don't even tell your friend. Just go and sit down with him alone or talk to him. After you've spoken to him, any reply, then you can now gist your friend. Say, babe, I have it just for you. Don't go and say, my friend, follow me because it might happen to like your friend. He won't. This life. Anyway, that's the story. I'm trying to end. So yeah, thank you for. I don't know. Let me know what you think because did I overreact or it? Okay, that's the end of the story. If you like this video, don't forget to give it thumbs up. Make comments because of course I know that people will laugh at me, but still make comments and don't forget to subscribe. You know I love you so much. Mwah.